I'ma make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that. Make you pump like that.
Sandra,
Alvin.
and this is Jenner Vibes. Today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to do Wrestlemania 36 predictions.
Yes, sir. By the way, we're always wearing wrestling shirts for the theme of the video. So yeah.
And if
I'm
you're
wearing. Tell me what shirt you're wearing.
well, I'm wearing the Kevin Owens
Excuse me.
show. Kevin Owens.
And I'm wearing Strong Style by Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, my favorite wrestler.
He's your favorite wrestler, but you can't even
Shut
pronounce
up.
his name right. So, for those who like wrestling, this will be an interesting, different kind of video for you. For those who don't
Watch
like
it
wrestling
because we're amazing and entertaining and stuff, yeah.
or watch it, well, then you'll find a little bit and maybe get intrigued because it's the only sporting event
Plus,
that's
we're
going on.
very entertaining, so I mean, that helps.
Okay, so let's get into it. So what do you think about the fact that WrestleMania 36 is going to happen without a crowd, even though there's COVID-19?
Personally, I like the fact that they're still going along with it because it kind of shows that, like, no matter it's stupid that they're going along with it, but at the same time, it's like it shows that wrestling doesn't really stop
Honestly,
because that's what they always go by. Wrestling never stops for anything. So I mean,
I'm glad that it's still going on because since the COVID-19 situation crisis has gone, it has taken everything wrestling away. Like all my events, everything.
no one cares
So
about your
it's-
events.
So it's like I'm happy that WWE hasn't stopped and that they're not doing it in front of a live crowd. Mind you, they have to take more precautions, which is fine, but I'm
Bruh,
glad.
it's really bad because they have to do it over 2 nights now because they have to have less than 50 people there.
Which I'm fine because if you're a wrestling fan, the more wrestling, the better.
That's true because especially at this time, the more live wrestling you can get as a wrestling fan, the better. But we should probably get into this because there's a lot to cover. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, for those who watch wrestling,
Excuse me.
WrestleMania 36 is going to be a 2-night show. So it's going to be on April 4th and April 5th. So
That's
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday. What about Hall of Fame or anything? No?
Hall of Fame's going to be supposed to be in SummerSlam, supposedly. That's what
Okay.
I've heard.
Rumors. So, these matches, we don't know if they're going to be the exact
Stop
order.
covering my face, man.
We don't know if these matches are going to be the exact same order, but we're just going to read out the matches.
This is
So,
the matches that we see on the website that was just updated a couple hours ago.
so
that's
the
what we're
first
going
match is Otis versus Dolph Ziggler with Mandy Rose on Dolph Ziggler's side.
by. Or special guest ref. I don't know what she's going to do, but she's going to do something.
I
do
like
you say?
Otis as a wrestler. I think he's very entertaining, and I think
Okay.
I predict.
Do that. That's his
Honestly-
catchphrase, by the way.
Honestly, I think that he is going to pull out with the win, and I think that Mandy Rose is going to end up being on his side, and she's going to basically end her tag team with Sonya Deville.
Personally, I feel like it's going to be back and forth for like, well, they're probably going to give him about maybe 5 minutes.
I think they're going to be the opening match.
No, I don't think it's going to be the opening match. No one wants to see that at the opening match. I'm sorry. Opening matches are usually pretty good. But personally, what I think is going to be 5-minute match back and forth. And I feel that, like what Cassandra said, Otis is going to win, or Dolph's going to win as being a heel. And then Mandy's going to get pissed off at him and then go with Otis. And then that's going to end the relationship with Sonya Deville.
Honestly, I predict that Sonya Deville is going to come out and interfere.
So
in the
what's your
match somewhat.
verdict?
I think Otis is going to win because Dolph Ziggler gets distracted by Mandy Rose.
I'll say Dolph Ziggler wins because the same reason, but he does heelish things to make himself win.
Okay, so our both verdict is that we both. So you think Dolph's gonna win by being a heel? I think Otis is gonna win by either distraction from Mandy Rose.
Okay. So next match.
Okay, so the next match is Elias versus
I know
King
nothing
Corbin.
about this match.
Nothing about it. Honestly, there's no hype towards this match. I feel like it just got announced, and honestly,
There was the Mufasa fall on SmackDown, or was that Raw? I think that was SmackDown.
honestly, because Elias hasn't been getting that much of a push, I think King Corbin's most likely gonna win. Because Elias doesn't really wrestle that much. He mostly just gets taken down by like people that return.
See, I'm going for Elias because Elias doesn't win, and he's just turned babyface, so he needs a big win. And Corbin doesn't. who cares about Corbin? He loses all the time anyway. What's the difference?
Yes, but I feel that King Corbin is more over than Elias right now in the company.
I mean, does it really matter who's over? There's no crowd. All right, so what's your verdict?
I think King Corbin's going to win by doing something dirty.
Okay, I think Elias is gonna win because he just turned babyface.
Okay.
Next match.
So the next match is Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley.
Again, a match with no build.
A match with no build, no sense. You would think that maybe most likely it'd be Rusev. I don't even know where Rusev is. I don't know why Lana is still with Bobby Lashley.
Lana's not gonna be there.
So,
She's doing something with a movie or whatever.
So Lana's not going to be there, so I don't know why they have a picture.
Yeah, they have the picture of Lana there. You
But-
just spoiled the next match.
But I think there was no build up to this. So the next match that we have.
Can you
The
turn
next
off your
match-
text tone? You do this all the fucking time, man.
So the next match that we have is Bobby Lashley
You
versus
just
Aleister
said it.
Black.
You said that. Just go back to what you were saying. Sorry, the recording messed up. So yeah.
So I think that there was no build for this match. Most of the matches for WrestleMania right now, there's no build. The only
There's
major
builds for most
there's
of them.
some
Just the
builds.
throwaway matches. There's
the
no
throwaway
build.
matches, there's no build, so you can't really expect that much. Because right now, I think most likely either I'm very torn between this match. I feel like either Bobby Lashley's gonna win or Aleister Black.
I definitely think Aleister Black's gonna win because he's lost his only one match so far, and Bobby Lashley's lost a lot more than one matches. So yeah, and they're
Honestly,
supposed to
I
make-
like Aleister
I'm
Black
talking. Hold
as a
up.
competitor better, to be honest.
But I mean, Aleister Black's getting the bigger push. So I mean,
So I think he's probably gonna win.
yeah. But where's Bobby Lashley been in the last 3 months? He's barely wrestled. So
That's true.
this
Now,
is
there's
the,
a match.
This is the match I want
Yes,
to see.
this is the match
match
that-
I think is gonna be opener.
This is the match.
Okay, they know half the people that's gonna watch don't even know who that is.
So this is the match that I've been looking. One of the matches, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the match I've been looking forward to.
It's Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. Now, for wrestlers who know Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, this is going to happen in the Full Sail Arena.
It
Where?
might, Cassandra. Why are you going off rumors? It said it might.
So it might be going off of the NXT Performance Center. So both
It
of
could
these
just
guys.
be in. It could be in anywhere. Honestly, we don't know where the match
But
is.
if it is in the NXT Performance Center, these are two guys that are not homegrown, but they did both wrestle in NXT.
That's where they made their name
That's where they made their name.
in WWE.
So-
especially.
I'm going to go for Kevin Owens because he's getting a huge push right now, and he hasn't wrestled in a while.
See, the thing is, I want Kevin Owens to win, but personally, I think Seth Rollins is gonna fight a guy we're gonna talk about later, who's gonna win the world title. I think he's gonna be the next in line, and actually, no, I'm gonna change that. I think Kevin Owens is gonna win because his promo, Seth Rollins said he was unbeatable. So yeah, I think I'm going for Kevin Owens.
I'm going for Kevin Owens all the way because.
So
he
verdict,
is
we're both
one-
going for Kevin Owens.
Okay, so the next match,
Oh, this is gonna be good.
and isn't it in a Firefly Funhouse?
Firefly Funhouse
It's a
match.
Honestly, I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. It's a new stipulation that the Fiend came up with, but it's a returning John Cena who hasn't wrestled in months.
A year. He's
A
wrestled
year.
almost. Yeah, he wrestled in I think mid 2019.
Damn. So for those.
Damn.
So for those who are, I
John
guess,
Cena.
John
fan.
Cena fans.
I mean, everyone knows him. He's a meme. So I mean,
Everyone knows who John Cena is. If you don't know who John Cena is,
yeah.
do some research. But the Fiend, I like the character, but I don't like what happened with the Fiend going. Like what happened with Goldberg and the Fiend.
Personally, I like it because I mean, who would you really like if say like COVID-19 didn't happen and they would have had it and Roman Reigns would have faced the Fiend? I know all wrestling fans would be booing the shit out of Roman Reigns. So, like, I don't get it.
I just don't like the character build. They built him so strong.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
he's gonna lose sometime, Cassandra.
Honestly, I think John Cena will probably bury him.
I don't think so. I think the Fiend's taking it. It's his own match. He can't lose in his own match.
WWE could tell a lot of things.
Okay. So what are you saying?
I think John Cena's gonna win.
I think the Fiend's gonna win. Next match. Oh, it's the Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a Boneyard match.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't know what the fuck a Boneyard match is, but
I think it's just buried alive match.
That's what I told you.
I think honestly it's a buried alive match.
It might be.
I like the build for this match. The build is very good. If any of you watched the Raw promo when Undertaker returned to Raw and did his American Badass,
He didn't do American Bad. He just dressed in the same attire, Cassandra.
that was one of his best promos, I believe, and I feel like they're basically making it personal, which is very good. I like the build.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say Undertaker on this one. I'm going to say Undertaker's going to win it. He's going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Because AJ Styles is building for it, but I don't think they're going to make him win. I think they're just going to get Undertaker to win. Because, one, it's nostalgic. It's WrestleMania. Undertaker lost twice at WrestleMania.
The thing is...
He's got to build his...
The thing for me is that, is it really WrestleMania? Not really. Like, it's just the nameplate, so it's not really a WrestleMania feel. So I feel like... And they're both old, but I feel like AJ has more of a future than Undertaker does. So I don't feel like they're going to bury AJ Styles like that.
But let me tell you one thing. WWE is very... It's very predictable, but non-predictable, because there's times where you think they're not going to bury a guy, and then Goldberg
They're
comes
not
back
going to bury AJ Styles. He's too much of a star, I think. So what's your verdict? What do you think?
I think Undertaker's taking it.
I
be
think
honest.
I think AJ Styles is going to win. Literally, most of it has been you pick one way, I pick the other.
Okay, so the next match. Oh, this is a match I actually...
This is the match This is the match. One of the other matches I really want to see. It's Edge versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match.
I'm going for...
Let me just explain for those who don't know what a last man standing match is. A last man standing match is when both men or one man is knocked down for the count of 10 and he can't stand. He can't stand to reach the count of 10. So basically, you know how like a boxing match, if you get knocked down, they count to 10? Kind of like that. But like in the wrestling, you use like chairs and tables and shit.
And basically it's like an extreme match.
Yeah.
So you basically knock your opponent out until they can't stand.
Well, knock your opponent out, but we know wrestling.
So, I love the build for this. It has gone so personal because...
It's kind of been going since like, because they were friends in like 2006, and then now they're like... And then, like, now he's, like, Edge is saying, like, Randy Orton's a little, like, pretty boy bitch or whatever. Like, he got everything given to him. It's like, oh, shit, it's really good, man.
It's a really good... Because for those... If you did watch wrestling at the time when they were a tag team, they did start
Sadly,
off,
we didn't. We just missed them.
But the thing is that if you do your wrestling research and you watch back old videos and tapes, they were a tag team. And they were a really good tag team. They were called Rated RKO. And I feel like they were actually friends. And then what happened was it all started, if you look back to the Royal Rumble 2020, this is when the rivalry started. So it's been building since Edge returned.
Yeah, in Royal Rumble 2020.
And what made it even more personal is when Randy Orton RKO'd Beth Phoenix.
Edge's wife.
Edge's wife. So I find that it's very personal. It's going to be a brute. I feel like it's going to be like... more weapons.
It's going to be a lot of hardcore moments.
There's going to be a hardcore moments because, again, there's no fans, so they don't have to worry about any of that. And I feel like
I just don't know how they're going to do it because, like, I know, like, the COVID-19 is, like, it's going to have to affect something because, like, I don't think they're going to be able to bleed. You know what I mean? Because, like...
I mean, you could have a good match and not bleed. So,
I mean, but, like, that's what they're known on. Like, Edge is known on bleeding.
I know that there's going to be a concerto.
Of course. That's their move.
So
probably an RKO through a chair. Okay, so who do you think's gonna win?
I think Edge is gonna win because it's his returning match. Well, the Royal Rumble he returned, but it's not an actual match that he had. So I think
the Royal Rumble doesn't really count as a match.
So I think Edge is gonna win it because it's his return match, and it's gonna set off for whatever he has to come next.
I personally think, I'm gonna go with you. Edge is definitely gonna win that match because, honestly, if Randy didn't RKO Edge's wife, I honestly wouldn't think Randy Orton would lose because I feel like he would win. But just because he did that and Edge is now even more pissed at him, I feel like Randy Orton's gonna lose.
Because Edge is the ultimate opportunist, right? So he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to win. So the next match.
So we're both going for Edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next match is Sami Zayn the Intercontinental Champion, versus Daniel Bryan.
Not gonna lie, I don't care about this match.
I mean, the wrestling content will probably be good because Sami Zayn is a great competitor and Daniel Bryan is a great wrestler as well. But because it's just a throw-in match, there's no build-up to it.
Yeah, it's just there's been build-up, but it's kind of just like, well, you don't watch, so you don't know. That's the thing. That's the problem with you because you don't watch the product anymore as much as I do.
As much. I only
So
watch
it's
the
like-
highlights if I can.
So it kind of doesn't really make sense for you to say anything because there has been build to this match.
Yeah.
It's just that you didn't watch it. So, but the thing is that personally, I'll talk about more about this. You'll just give your verdict because I know what's happening. So what I personally think is gonna happen is Drew Gulak's another wrestler, by the way. Drew Gulak is somehow gonna get involved and either cost Daniel Bryan the championship or let him win. Personally, I'm like either or at this point, but because Sammy won it so recently, I feel like he can't lose it this quick.
That's true.
So I'm going for Sami Zayn to win.
I think Sami Zayn's going to win it.
But there's going to be some kind of bullshit.
I think either Cesaro or Shinsuke. Show your shirt. Shinsuke shirt.
My boy.
I think Shinsuke Nakamura is either going to... You never know.
There's going to be some type of bullshit.
Shinsuke Nakamura could actually interfere in Sami Zayn and make him lose the title to Daniel Bryan.
I don't think so.
And it could
It's
start a
too
rivalry.
early.
Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's too early, though. That's the thing.
It could be.
I feel like if they're going to do that, we'd have to wait for, like... I feel like they're not going to do anything too risky here because there's no crowd. There's no reaction. I feel like if they're going to do that, they're going to wait till we can actually have a crowd again to have, like, weird
But I mean,
swerves.
that could be a prediction. That's what I'm predicting.
For the people at home, maybe. I don't know. All right, so what's the next match?
So,
Wait, so who are you going for?
I think Sami Zayn's going to lose the championship.
You think
Daniel
Daniel Bryan's going to win? Okay, I'm going for Sami. This is a surprise match. I didn't think this was going to happen.
So, originally, this match was supposed to be versus the War Raiders.
No.
No?
It's supposed to be Andrade. Andrade and Angel Garza versus the Street Profits. You're
And
going
then-
off rumors, man. You watch the freaking product.
And then Andrade got injured, so then they brought in an indie talent that's actually been training in NXT for a while, Austin Theory.
I can't believe he's actually gonna wrestle. I've literally followed
Yeah.
Austin Theory since like before his Evolve days, right?
Yeah.
Like he was before he was even signed to WWE. Like I've been following this guy, and he's actually gonna be wrestling at WrestleMania. It's weird, man.
He's a great,
He's a
great
very good
competitor.
wrestler.
Honestly, I think the Street Profits are going to win it, though.
Well, yeah, that's
They're
what
not
I
an
think.
established tag team. I don't think...
There's a second time tagging.
This is a second time tagging. It's not established yet, so I don't think they're going to make him the title, the champion.
I
So,
can't speak essentially.
I think the Street Profits are going to
retain.
retain.
Yeah, I think they're gonna retain too.
Okay, so we agree on, I think, 2 matches so far.
But I do think that Zelina Vega is gonna do something.
Obviously, Selena Vega's either going to interfere or give the guy her Karana. That's usually her go-to.
Yeah.
So the next match is
hot,
the is the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So it's Bayley, the champion. Tamina
We'll
Snuka.
go by every elimination. So who do you
Okay.
think's gonna get eliminated first?
Tamina Snuka.
I'll go Lacey.
I think.
No, I
I
gotta go
think
Tamina.
what I think is.
Yo, bro, move your freaking hand.
Honest to God, I think Nia Jax is probably gonna return. I think.
You just did that because of the rumors, man.
I think she's going to
hold
return.
on. No, we were literally watching a rumors video before this, and all this shit that she's talking about is from that video. She has no brain of her own.
But I was doing my own research because I went on Nia Jax's Instagram, and she said, "I'm coming back soon."
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna come back in the match.
Think about it. She could eliminate Tamina Snuka from behind, enter the match.
Bro, really? You're literally just gonna copy what the man said. That's what the guy said in the
But
video.
WWE is very predictable at this point, so I mean, it could happen. So I think that Tamina Snuka would be the first eliminated because Nia Jax will come in.
Okay, we'll go through what you said. Okay, so Tamina's done first.
So Nia Jax will take her spot.
Okay, so who's gonna get eliminated next?
Naomi.
Why?
because I feel like Naomi's gonna do something risky and cost herself
Okay.
a chance.
Who's next?
Lacey Evans is a little bit more over, and she has more of a rivalry with
That's
Sasha
true.
Banks and Bayley.
That's true.
So they're gonna be the end.
Those last three.
So the last two is gonna be Sasha
So
Banks.
that's
and Bayley.
4, because you said Nia Jax.
So then what happens is they're gonna either work together, Bayley and Sasha Banks, to eliminate Lacey Evans, which is because they're both heels. So then it leaves Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax. I feel they're gonna do some huge move to take out Nia Jax. They both pin her. Okay. Then what happens is those two are left. So one of them's either gonna screw over the other,
Well, that's usually how wrestling works, so.
and then it's gonna start off a rivalry between Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Okay.
Bayley's gonna come out as champion, and then it's gonna start off a huge ass rivalry between both of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go with what I think. So personally, what I think, I do think Nia Jax is coming back, but I don't think she's coming back in this match. I think she might come back after. So what I personally think is Tamina will get eliminated because they're all gonna gang up on her because she's the biggest in the match. No offense, but and personally, I think they're all gonna gang up on her. It's gonna be 4-on-1 because usually when you're fighting someone that's bigger than you, you delete the threat. So I think she's gonna be eliminated first. And then I think that Sasha Banks and Bayley are going to be cowardly and they're going to run out of the ring to let Lacey Evans and Naomi fight for a little bit. I think either they're going to come in with weapons or they're going to come in from behind. And then Naomi's going to do something stupid. Not
Like
stupid,
risky,
but
like
risky,
risky.
yeah. And then she's going to fail. And then they're going to either roll her up or do their finisher on her and she's going to be
Or a
eliminated.
double team move.
Can I speak? It's my turn. I let you speak. It was your turn. Shut up. So what I think is that Naomi is going to do something risky and they're going to do something to pin her. Either a roll up or just hit the finisher. And then I think they're going to double team Lacey Evans until Lacey Evans can't do anything. She's going to fight back. And personally, I do think that Lacey Evans is going to eliminate one of them. Maybe Sasha Banks probably, because Bayley's not going to be watching or whatever. And it's going to be Lacey versus Bayley. And Bayley's going to... And then Sasha Banks is going to hit Lacey Evans, give Bayley the advantage. Bayley's going to win. And then Nia Jax comes in from behind to return. That's personally what I think is going to happen. But in the end, Bayley retains.
So we both agree that Bayley retains, and we
Yeah.
both think Nia Jax is gonna come back, but in different ways.
times, yeah.
Okay. So
This match might not happen, but as of right now, it is on. So, yeah.
So the match is The Miz and John Morrison, which are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, in a ladder match, in a triple threat ladder match versus New Day and the Usos. Now, if you're a wrestling fan,
This is
and
a
you've been
god
watching-
tier match.
this is one of the matches that I
It
was
was
looking
steal the
for.
show. It was steal the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Rumors have it that supposedly the reason why it might not happen is that Miz has come down with flu-like and cold-like symptoms. So we don't know whether or not it's going to just be maybe the Usos versus New Day in a ladder match
supposedly what it's
for
supposed
number
to
one
be.
contender match.
Supposedly what they're saying right now is that they're going to drop the ladder match. This is what I've heard so far, and it's going to be Morrison versus one of the Usos for the titles. That's what I heard. But I mean, that really doesn't make any sense. But right now, as of right now, since the match is still going on, give your prediction.
I would say the Miz and Morrison retain. Somehow, I don't know, they're going to do something, like say the New Day does something and then the Usos will basically do their own thing. They'll do like their big finish, like their splash, and then the Miz or John Morrison will do the skull crushing finale and his finisher to take advantage of, take advantage of it. I think they're just going to take advantage of whatever one guy did.
Personally, what I think is going to happen is that I think that the Usos, the New Day and the Usos are going to fight most of the match. I think that they're going to take out the Miz and Morrison in one big spot, like with a ladder or whatever, if this match was still go on. Like maybe like a ladder bridge or whatever, and they're going to be taken out. And then last minute, I feel like Miz and Morrison are going to come in, tilt the ladder, their Usos and New Day are going to fall. And then there's going to be one Uso that doesn't get hurt that much, or one New Day member that doesn't get hurt. They're going to try to climb and beat the Miz and Morrison up. But instead of that's going to happen, is they're going to turn it to some type of weird move. And then Miz is going to do like a skull, like you said, skull crushing finale off the ladder, in my opinion. and then Morrison's gonna take the titles. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both agree that the Miz and John Morrison.
It's just too early because they just won the titles like
Yeah.
a month ago. So I mean, yeah.
Now this is a match.
Or no, a couple months ago, right? The Saudi Arabia show, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So this is a match that, like, honestly, I feel like
It's just a throwaway.
just a throwaway. Like, Asuka's been battling Becky Lynch for the longest time
If you gotta know who Becky Lynch is, she's one of the top wrestlers in the world
for the
right
women's
now.
wrestling.
No,
And
just top wrestlers in the world.
I feel like since that rivalry has happened, the women's tag team titles have gone
Into the backseat.
in the backseat. So it's like there hasn't been that much hype for the women's tag match.
Alright, since I don't really want to talk about this because it's just a throwaway match, no offense to the women involved, but honestly, just give your predictions. I don't really, because there's no build to this.
Well, I like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross as wrestlers. I think that their tag team, I think they're going to get the tag team championships because Asuka's doing her own thing and she hasn't really been a tag team with Carrie. She's literally been doing her own thing with Becky. So I think that Asuka and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are going to come out with the titles because they're a better tag team. They're a better cohesion.
Cohesive duo, you mean?
Yeah, like they're basically, like they're best friends in script. I feel like if those were to actually make the women's tag team titles mean something, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross could do it.
So you're going
No.
for...
Like, Asuka, I love Asuka as a wrestler, but it's time to let someone else have the titles because they haven't really defended the titles since they got them as
Yeah.
much. A couple times, but like
Again,
for
you
months.
don't watch the product.
For a couple months they haven't been defending the titles at pay-per-views and stuff. So I think Nikki Cross and Alexa
Alright,
Bliss.
so it's my turn. So personally, I think that whoever loses the match, like personally, I don't know who's gonna win. I'll give a prediction after, but whoever loses the match, they're gonna split up. So I feel like if Kyrie and Asuka lose, they're gonna split up. There's gonna be some type of rivalry between them. Or if Alexa and Nikki Cross like lose, I feel like there's gonna be a split up between them. But I have to pick someone, obviously. So personally, I think that a better rivalry I would like would be Kairi Sane versus Asuka. So I'm gonna go for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to win, just because I'd rather see that rivalry other than the other one.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. So
Okay,
the next
we're getting
match,
to the big matches now.
So the next match is, like we explained before, Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Shayna Baszler.
A former UFC fighter.
Now, I'm not really looking forward to this match
I am.
because I kind of figure I think Shayna Baszler is going to beat Becky Lynch quick. I think that Shayna Baszler is going to win because the way that they built her for Elimination Chamber, she beat everybody and like literally eliminated everyone. So it's like, I think that Shayna Baszler is literally going to beat her in like 5 minutes. Not because Becky Lynch is horrible, just because of the storyline of the match. Basically because they build her so much that I think because Becky Lynch has been Raw Women's Champion for so long, they're going to give the Shayna.
See, the thing is that just like, I don't know, man. Like, oh shit. Clean my nose real quick. Sorry about that, people. So, Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. It's kind of hard because, like, I know Shayna's probably gonna win because Becky Lynch has been champion for literally, what, 365 days now? A full year.
Since last WrestleMania.
Yeah, so basically a full year. And I just don't think it's going to be quick because they built it's like building John Cena up as, like, the big, amazing wrestler.
Yeah, but the thing is that, think about it. How many times has WWE built and hyped up a match to the point where it was only 5 minutes? Remember when I went to Survivor Series to watch Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg? They hyped that match so much.
Yeah, I know.
And it was 5 minutes.
But personally, I think that they're going to give Becky a little bit of time. I think it's going to be at least a 10-minute match. I think Shayna Baszler's not going to dominate. I feel like it's going to be more back and forth. But I do think Shayna's going to win.
I just have a feeling that Shayna Baszler is just going to, like, finish it really quick.
So you think Shayna Baszler's going to win? I think Shayna Baszler. So we agree on something. This is literally the match I don't know what's going to happen. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. For the why is she going for the NXT Championship? It doesn't make sense to me at all.
I think maybe to make NXT, I guess, have a little more value. I don't know. NXT, to me, is way better product than WWE at the moment.
I mean, it is WWE.
It's WWE, but, like, it's better product than Raw and SmackDown.
I don't think so. I just think it's a different demographic, because when you really think about it, NXT is more of the workhorse wrestling type place, and WWE is more entertainment.
The thing is that
NXT's not, like, I'm sorry, but NXT's not really entertaining. Like, I can't watch it week by week. I can watch the takeovers. That's
Charlotte
different.
Flair is a great wrestler. She's an athlete. And the thing is that everyone else has their own opinion on Charlotte. The thing is that I feel like the reason why they put her against Rhea Ripley is because, think about it, Rhea Ripley she's a vet. Rhea Ripley is a rookie compared to her. So it could be her teaching her a few things. I don't think Charlotte's going to win the championship. I think Rhea Ripley. Do. So I think Rhea Ripley might come out as winning the title. I hope Rhea Ripley, because honestly, Charlotte doesn't need the NXT Women's Championship. She doesn't need the championship. She's already how many time Raw Women's Champion? 10-time Women's Champion. Plus,
or is it 11? I think it's 11.
I know she's got a lot.
Yeah, she's got a lot.
She's got a lot of championships.
She's only been here for like 5 years.
So I don't think she needs the NXT Women's Championship, especially when it's for up and comers like Rhea Ripley and.
But the thing is that it's just like if they're gonna bring Charlotte as like more of a put over someone, they could, if someone beats Charlotte, they're gonna make their career big. You know what I mean?
So I think it's to make Rhea Ripley look like a contender.
So what are you going for?
Rhea Ripley.
I'm going for Charlotte. Personally, I think that they're gonna bring out. I think Rhea Ripley's already a star, and they're gonna bring up someone else. Like I don't know who's NXT. I don't watch NXT, so yeah.
There's Bianca Belair, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah's shit. Not trying to be an asshole, but I'm just saying. I don't really know who I honestly don't even know who she is.
So you think that Charlotte's gonna win, and I think Rhea Ripley's gonna win.
Yep.
Okay, so this is another one.
This was the match that we're saying that might not have, that Roman Reigns is not going to be in. He's not going to be in the Universal Championship match. He's already confirmed to be taken out of it. Oh, excuse me. So we personally don't know who's going to wrestle in the match. So we're not going to give our prediction for the match. We're going to give our prediction for who it's going to be as opponent.
So right now there's lots of speculation. And right now, with what I think Braun Strowman is going to face Goldberg for the SmackDown Universal Championship.
Personally, I want to go Braun Strowman, but like, I don't want to be. I want to do some fantasy booking. You know what I mean? Like, I want someone that's not going to be like. I know he's probably going to be Braun Strowman. But personally, I don't want to think that way. I know I'm probably going to be wrong.
Could be a return.
But like, I'd like to see maybe someone like Jeff Hardy or Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? Just some random guy return.
Not just letting things go out here. This is the first WrestleMania, supposedly, that Triple H isn't wrestling at. Now, could it be Triple H that would be returning?
It could be. Personally,
it could be Stone Cold that could come back.
Like, I'm not even trying to be like anything. I just don't want to see Braun Strowman win the championship because it doesn't make sense.
It could be Stone Cold coming back.
I doubt it.
It could be Triple H, because when has he ever not wrestled?
So who do you think it is?
Most likely, I feel like it's going to be Braun Strowman, but for a weird, wacky prediction, I'm going to say Triple H.
I'm going to go the same thing. So yeah, we agree on that.
Okay. So, the last match.
Wait, is this the last match?
Yes.
We keep going.
This is the last match.
Oh, the last match. Okay, so the final match. I don't want to see this match. I'm not even going to lie. It's for the WWE Championship, and it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Personally, I think that this match is going to be trash.
And it's not on Drew McIntyre's part at all.
It's on Brock Lesnar's part.
I think Brock Lesnar is very... don't get me wrong. He's a very... he's a good technical wrestler. He's a good wrestler. I don't personally like Brock Lesnar as a wrestler, so this match isn't very entertaining. Obviously, I want Drew McIntyre to win, but I feel like either Brock Lesnar is going to dominate the whole match and like just start beating him up and giving him suplexes and Germans and everything.
Well, I mean, Suplex City, so I mean.
And then eventually, like, Drew McIntyre will get his little fight in, and then like, hopefully he gives him his finisher and then wins. But
That's definitely not gonna happen like that. It's gonna take at least three or four claymores to beat him. You know how Brock Lesnar is. He doesn't kick out. He kicks out of everything until you like kick him with like 6 claymores or whatever.
or I think maybe someone will come in and interfere.
What's up with you and interference? Like every single match, like I think someone's gonna come in and interfere. I think it's gonna be completely clean. I don't think that they're gonna do that to Drew McIntyre to make his win seem like shit. They're gonna make it clean. They have to make it clean because I do think Drew McIntyre is gonna win. He didn't get pushed for no fucking reason.
So I think Drew McIntyre is gonna win, but I feel like Brock Lesnar is gonna dominate majority of the match.
I think it's gonna be back and forth. God, Drew McIntyre's strong too.
Yeah, I know, but because it's a Brock Lesnar match, you know for a fact he's.
I think they're both gonna get their stuff in, and I think it's gonna just be a good match.
Unless Brock Lesnar gets a Claymore kick right in the beginning of the match. I think Drew McIntyre might have a Claymore kick right in the beginning of the match and make everyone think, "Oh shit, this is the end."
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe. Because they do that all the time with Brock Lesnar matches. They run in and they usually get caught. But I think he's just gonna run, kick him in the face, like with the Claymore, and then I think then he's gonna kick out, and it's the usual Brock Lesnar match. So yeah, that's all of the matches.
So I think after this,
what do you think the WrestleMania is gonna be rated? Like, what would you rate the match?
Honestly, I feel like the whole WrestleMania in a whole, or just each match.
The whole. We'll do a WrestleMania result after.
So I feel
after
like
WrestleMania, obviously.
So I feel like it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be the same WrestleMania that we're used to.
No, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be like a smaller venue. It's gonna be different. There's gonna be no fans, most likely no pyro. So it's gonna be a different atmosphere. So you can't rate it based on the atmosphere because that's not fair. The content I feel like that they're giving out.
Just based on the matches.
I feel like the matches are actually well put together. I feel like.
Most of them aren't.
If there was a crowd, it would be the best WrestleMania.
Most of them aren't throwaways,
in a
so
while.
it's the thing. Like I think, I know we said some of them are throwaways, but it's like on a usual WrestleMania card, there's like usually 4 or 5 just matches that are there for no reason.
And I feel like the WrestleMania is not going to be as long as it used to be.
Oh yeah, it's split up in 2 nights, so I mean,
so it's going to be like 2 hours.
3 hours maybe.
So I feel like it's going to, I think a solid 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Well, I mean, you can't rate it now. I said just like rate the matches.
That's
what do
my
you think the
prediction.
matches?
That's my prediction.
Personally, I'll give it a 7 so far, just based on the matches. Because personally, and then we'll give another rating after to see if we're actually right.
And I guess that's it because WrestleMania 36 is on this Saturday, April 4th
Sunday.
and 5th. And after that, I guess next week we'll give you our results.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you could say, Rad?
Nope. Just maybe like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you guys do like this video. And yeah, we'll see you after WrestleMania.
Bow!